everyone, this is Maria, and today I'm going to make an Easter tree, an Easter egg tree that is. And so I got the idea at Joann Fabric and Crafts in the seasonal section, and they were asking $39.99 for the one they had there. And I thought, I think I can make this, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So let me just point out a few things that we're going to be using to make this Easter egg tree today. And so I will be using a hot glue gun, some scissors, some white felt, some Easter eggs, decorative Easter eggs that I purchased at the 99-cent only store, some chenille stems and pom-poms, some leftover flowers that I used on my Easter basket and Easter wreath, and also some white felt. And so I've had this white felt forever, you guys, that I bought at Joann's a long time ago, and it's finally going to come in handy. And also this styrofoam cone. All right, so we're going to do this together because I've never done this before. This is new to me also. And so what I did was I took 4 sheets of computer paper and I just taped them together because I do need to make a pattern. Because what I want to do is to be able to take my felt and just wrap it around like this and glue it down. So I was thinking we should go down about 3 inches from the corner because we are going to have to overlap this. And so let's go ahead. I'm going to, let's see, can you see it all? Yeah. And so I'm going to roll it over this way. And I'm just going to take my pen and roll it slowly. It doesn't have to be perfect, you guys. Just like that. And just go to the edge of the paper, maybe right over there. Let's try that, okay? And so, like I said, I've never done this before, and this is an experiment for me too. So I hope it turns out, you guys. We'll make it work, right? Okay, so now I'm just going to take this paper just like this and roll it over. And I think that's as far as I need to go. And I'm going to cut it right here. All right. Maybe I should have gone all the way. No, I think that's okay. I think that's okay. Let's see. I guess I could always go a little bit more. What do you think, you guys? I just need that to cover, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take the felt and we're going to fold it over. And then the bottom we can just do a circle. So let's just go ahead and do a circle. I mean, you're gonna throw this away unless you want to make more. I'm just going to toss this out when I'm done. Okay. And I'm just going to cut out the circle. Just like that. And then I'm going to take my felt next. Okay. So we're going to toss this aside. Be right back. Okay. So I have my felt and I've turned it this way. And I'm just going to put the point of this pattern right here, and let's just go ahead and cut it out. You can pin it down if you like. And so let's just go ahead and cut this out. And so now I'm cutting out the circle for the bottom. So here's our circle of felt, and so we will be gluing this to the bottom of the cone. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm putting some tacky glue on the bottom of the styrofoam. And so I had already done it, you guys, but I forgot to turn on my camera. So I'm just doing it over. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this piece of white felt that we just cut out, and we're going to line this up with the edge on the bottom, the curved edge, because you can see we are going to fold this over. And it doesn't have to be perfect at all, you guys, because we are going to cover this up completely with eggs. Okay, so I'm just going to put some tacky glue here. And actually you could put it on the styrofoam too if you want. That might even be easier. And so I just bought this brand new bottle of tacky glue at Michael's yesterday. And then, whoops, let me just put some there. And so I'm going to adhere this just like that. And then I'm going to put some more glue. I'm going to turn this around so you can see, and I'm going to put some more glue here. Yeah, and you can also put it on the styrofoam if you prefer to do that. I don't see why not. Whatever works for you guys. Whatever works. And so here we go. Just going to roll this over. In fact, it might be easier to put it on the styrofoam, right? I mean, we're learning together, you guys. Okay. And so I'm just going to keep rolling. There's a little leaf there. That's looking good, you guys. That's looking good. And like I said, whatever works for you, just get it covered with felt. And it's a nice tight fit here. And so I'm just going to put some more glue here. And just wrap that around. And I have just a little bit here. I could cut that off, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to add just a little bit of glue here just to close this. Oops, I got it on the counter. Okay, so I'm just going to add some glue right here to the styrofoam, a little bit there. And just right here. Going to fold that over. All right, so you can see it keeps flipping up. And so, but I think you guys, we can just go ahead and glue this down with some hot glue. Since it's not on the styrofoam, it's just on the felt. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to add just a little bit more hot glue right in here. I just like to make sure things are secure. So I just cut another circle of the felt and I hot glued it on top of the other felt, as long as you don't hot glue it on the styrofoam because it will melt. So I was going to start from the bottom to the top, but I thought I want to do the top first. And so I'm taking a couple of the chenille stems, the green and the pink, because I think those look really Eastery and springy. And so I'm just going to twist them together. And so I'm kind of looking at this like a Christmas tree. And so I feel like we need a tree topper. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hot glue these on and I'm going to twist this around the top. that there's lots of white space between the eggs. And so you guys, I was thinking that maybe we could take some of the Easter grass that I used for the wreath and the basket, and we can tuck it right between the eggs. And so my other option was to use this grass, you know, like the little paper Easter grass, but I don't know, you guys. It just depends what kind of look you want to go for. And so that kind of looks fun too. It kind of looks playful, don't you think? And so, gosh, I'm having a really hard time deciding. So what do you guys think? Which way should we go? I like this, but I'm kind of leaning towards this because this looks really festive, right? Let's go ahead and do this. And take some of these pom-poms and glue them onto the tree. So I just went ahead and I clipped all the edges. I just think it looks really nice now. I just love this, you guys. It's so much fun. And while I was clipping the edges though on the base, a couple of these little sparkly styrofoam Easter eggs fell off. And that's because I had them with the tacky glue and they haven't had a chance to dry. And so you do want to give it a chance to dry, you guys. I was just trying to hurry up. And so what I did was I just put a dab of hot glue and put them on very quickly because in my past experience, hot glue and styrofoam do not mix, you guys. So now let's go ahead and wrap this wired floral garland around our Easter tree. So I'm going to start at the top and I'm just going to wrap this around. I'm going to twist this in the back because it is wire. And then we're just going to wrap it around very carefully because I don't want these eggs to fall off since they're still pretty fresh with the glue, you guys. The glue is still wet. And also you might want to go ahead and take any of those little strings off from hot glue. And so I'm just going to loosely put this around. I just think it looks pretty. You can use any type of garland and you don't even have to use any, you guys. And so let's just go ahead and wrap this around. Looks really pretty. I love this daylight savings time, you guys, because I just realized it's about, I think, 5:30 and it's still pretty light outside. I love it. Okay, we're almost done. And so I was really happy that I bought 3 of these at Joann's because I got to use all of them, you guys. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and tie it off. I'm going to put this behind the bunny's ears, and I'm just going to tie it off right here. So now for the tree topper for this Easter tree. I'm going to be using this cute little Easter bunny, this little Easter egg, and I purchased this at the 99-cent only store. There was 2 in a package, and they were picks. And so I removed the wooden pick that was right there, you could see. And so I'm going to put it on top, and he needs a fluffy tail, you guys. So let's hot glue this onto the Easter bunny, and then let's glue him to the top of the tree. Oh, you know what? Maybe we should put a little bit of Easter grass there. I just used a tiny bit of hot glue just so it would stick really quickly. Okay, so now let's put some hot glue. And this is plastic, by the way. And let's go ahead and glue the bunny to the Easter grass. I'm just going to hold him there for a minute or a few seconds. So here's my Easter egg tree, and I love how it turned out. It's so cute, you guys. I just love it. And so it's so springy and colorful, it just makes me smile. I added 2 little silk daisies to the little Easter bunny on top. I had that left over from my Easter basket and from my Easter wreath, and I really love it, you guys. Look at the little bunny at the bottom. That's from Daiso, Japan. I had it on this little card, and so it had a couple little Easter eggs and some tiny little bit of grass. And so I just went ahead and pulled it off and I repurposed it right there. And I do love those moss covered stones that I got at the Dollar Tree. Just so cute. And so yeah, so just experiment with the glues and everything, see what works for you. And also you may not even have to put down the felt like I mentioned before. And so I am kind of glad I did put the felt down though, you guys. And so I think it just made it easier for the glue to adhere. So if you decide to make your own Easter egg tree, let me know in the comments below and let me know how it turns out. I would really love to know. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I hope you have a great day. Happy spring, happy Easter, and happy crafting. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.